What is up, Neanderthals, and welcome back to the 240 build. Last time I sewed in a whole new soft top window on the back windshield, but today we are keeping with the back end and I'm going to change out these stock cloudy and cracked taillights. But before I get started on that, last time I was in the trunk you guys helped me find where the scissor jack goes, and that's very cool, except for I'm not really smart enough to do more than one thing right in a day, so you guys are going to have to tell me where the rest of these random pieces go. But since I don't know shit about these cars, I'm going to look at the studs on the new one, and that's going to tell me how to take the old one out. And now I'm in the trunk, and I'm pretty sure that all I'm doing here is peeling stuff back and pointing at it so that I could pretend in the voiceover that I knew what was going on. But eventually I did get all of the nuts off the absolute worst way possible, and I was ready to start pulling the taillight out, I think. Honestly, this thing was not budging an inch, and I was starting to question if I was just missing something. But then luckily my balls dropped in the middle of me pulling on it, giving me the strength to pull it right out. And I've been waiting on that for a while, so it's pretty good news. But now that the taillight is out, I'm faced with my next problem, which is now I can see that Venom sealed this thing up with a thick layer of nut. And that was what was giving me so much trouble. But at least I realized that this stuff is so sticky that sticking to itself is actually the meta for removing it. And at the end, I'm left with this big ball of nut, which I'm gonna save for later. Now we finally earned that sexy plastic peel and this new light. In order to make this thing work, I'm gonna steal the whole light bulb assembly out of the old one and transfer it over, which is actually way easier than I thought it would be. But nothing goes right for long around here, because I swear, dude, no one has this much trouble installing a taillight but me. Seriously, tell me why this thing needs the force of 1,000 suns to compress the weather stripping enough to get these nuts on. I tried cutting the stripping around the mounting points to make it work, but that just wasn't enough. So I ended up just cutting the stripping all the way around to about half of its thickness, and that allowed it to fit good. And after I went through all the same bullshit on the other side, I plugged them up. And now with the back windshield and these new taillights, the back end is coming together great. Hey, but seriously, if anybody knows what the fuck this thing is, let me know.